Welcome back, and now it's time to look into some of the publishing establishments and initiatives participating as part of the 49th round of the Cairo International Book Fair. And we will be talking to journalist and member of the Youth Committee in the Cultural Higher Committee. He was honored by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi for editing a Braille magazine, Mr. Ahmed Abu Hemela, who will talk to us about the participation in the Cairo International Book Fair and the needs of individuals with special needs and visually impaired, whether there are venues for them here as part of the fair or not. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I am very happy to be with you in this wonderful program.
Mr. Ahmed, nice to have you today with us. And or what distinguish the Cairo International Book Fair this year?
I have finished just now a tour in the book fair. Really, I was very happy with the atmosphere. I got positive energy. Here, all people are happy. Youth are looking for books, and there are families and friends. The atmosphere here is very wonderful. The book fair this round hosts a lot of publishers from Egypt, from Arab states, from countries in Europe and China, even in Africa. This year, a lot of African countries were invited to participate in the book fair. So it is a festival, a culture festival for all Egyptian, special youth. They get all what they need. They wouldn't find it anywhere else. It's a big opportunity and a great opportunity to the writers and intellectuals to communicate with their audience. The reader, the youth, or the ordinary people can speak to the author of the book he have read and to ask him some questions, to debate with him. And it also a great opportunity to the author and the intellectuals to measure the public opinion, to know what the readers want and what are they thinking about it, so that it is a great opportunity to both parties to benefit from it. Really, it's wonderful because it's not only about book, but also it includes events, singing, theater, and showing films. There is a partition specialized to children, where children can participate in workshops and learn a lot of forms of arts. So it is a comprehensive vision of this, which reflect the soft power of Egypt and the new vision, the new touch of the new minister, Dr. Ines Abdel Daim, Minister of Culture. It is the first mission to her, and she really succeeded in it, because as we saw, the book fair is very interesting and very beneficial to all audience. I really thank her to her effort, and it will be in the second in following time. We are hoping to see a lot of activities like that.
Well, Mr. Ahmed, how do you see the activities dedicated to the youth in this year's book fair's schedule?
Really, the activities is very attractive. As I said, is not only depend on books, but also there are a lot of evenings, poetry evenings, and musical evenings. There is a lot of workshops here, singing, and all about all forms of art. Really, all young people find in the book fair a great opportunity to get what they want and to satisfy their needs. And also, we can. I noticed a very important thing in this book fair, that youth are publishers, not only readers, but I met a lot of youth who released a new books and discussed it in a seminars with their readers. There is a lot of youth who يعني written a new books in every field, in literature and political issues and economy, in all issues. So that this round we see youth, not only readers, but also participants and publishers and authors of a lot of books.
Sir, what about the activities concerning disabilities? Did you notice any of these activities so far?
Yes, personally, I am participate in a seminar about people with disabilities and culture. Really, the country pay attention to the people with disabilities, because the knowledge is right to everyone in the society. We work on providing means which facilitate to them to get to the knowledge and culture, such as audiobooks for blindness. There also a lot of bands and people with abilities, we can say, participate here in the book fair. Bands from of music, all of them are deaf, and bands also like Nur wal Amal, they singing and playing music, all of them are blind. This really يعني important thing, that the people with disabilities can participate in the culture, سواء يعني on the half of themselves, or to benefit the community they live in. They also provide services in all fields, in singing and theater, and also.
Now, that would give us an opportunity that to talk about your initiative. You've mentioned that you've participated in conferences and you will continue to participate. And that would lead us to talk about your personal initiative and your Braille magazine. Tell us about your latest news.
Yes, we established a magazine which written by Braille methods. Braille, it's by touch. The blind person can't see the ordinary newspaper, but by Braille he can touch the papers and read it. Now in this book fair we saw a lot of books which printed by Braille methods, and we now plan to provide all blind persons with audiobooks. This audiobooks also is very important to reach the cultural to them. Not only books, but also all the means of culture. We concentrate on blind, also on deaf. We create a language which can acted with sign, not also not only the blind people, but also deaf. All the people with disabilities have the right to reach the knowledge and to participate in it. They are from them inspiring models in all forms of arts, and we see them in book fair participating in strongly and participate in every event or festival on the sideline of the book fair.
Mr. Ahmed, why not the majority of people, especially Arabs, are not interested in reading like other parts of the world?
I can't hear. Sorry?
Why the majority of people are not interested in reading in the Arab world, like in the other parts of the world? They are so into reading.
Yes, I can say technology have a major factor on that because now all youth prefer to use mobiles and computers and applications than reading a book or paper. But really, the deep knowledge is in reading. Now, Egypt, all the countries and ministries in the country try to solve this problem. As I said, Dr. Ines Abdeldaim put a plan to reach the culture to all youth in all methods, in all governorates and even in village and remote places, using in that the new and the non-conventional ideas to interact with youth, to attract them to culture. In Egypt, a long time of period of time, we suffered from the absence of culture. Now, country began to pay attention to it and put a strategy through a comprehensive perspective, not only in books, but also all forms of artists, singing or theater or acting, cinema, to provide it in everywhere in Egypt, Upper Egypt, in villages, in everywhere. It is expand all over the country, and to create a new means also by technology, by applications, to encourage youth to participate and to get the culture and participate in it. In recent days, really we saw in Egypt a renaissance, or we can say wake up from the youth, especially. Despite all what we see, what we would say about the youth is not interested in paper books or that, but really I touch a real interesting from youth in reading novels and in all issues, especially in literature. Such as we see novels for أحلام مستغنمي, نجيب محفوظ, طه حسين, Ahmed Murad, new and old from the writers, because the essential point in it is the content which provide to the youth. The methods, technology or paper, it's still methods. But the most important, the content in it. Really, in Egypt, we are يعني monitoring now as a journalist and my colleagues wake up as I call, and this reflect also the slogan of the book fair this year, under the slogan of soft power how, because the culture is a great resource of the soft power of Egypt. Egypt is very rich with its culture, is the meeting point of world cultures and world continents. We here, one of our advantages is tolerance and peace and diversity in Egypt, and that all that reflected in reading and in culture with its all forms.
I'd like to thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank
Ahmed
you
Abu
very
Hemela,
much.
the journalist, as well as member of the Youth Committee in the Culture Higher Committee, and who was honored by His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. Thank you very much for this interview.
I thank you.
And,
thank you.
I
Happy
guess
to
it's
be
time to
with
go
you.
to a quick break.
Yeah, but I want to also thank Mr. Ahmed Abu Hemela, and he's a journalist and a member of the Youth Committee in the Culture Higher Committee. And now we're moving to a quick break, so please stay tuned.